We'll call Stripe the hopeful. Hi, buddy. Are you hoping Tux will leave some of that good stuff for you? Morris and Marty are over here. The raccoons were pretty busy with the water bowls last night, so time to refill all the water because it's going to be in the mid-90s again. Hey, Tuxie. Hi, buddy. Good morning. Sorry you guys have to wait till last, but if I feed you first, the other guys will come around and inundate you. Trust me on this. Good boy, Panther. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl, Gray. Slaty. So we're headed to Lake Johnson Park this morning. It's kind of where Cary and Raleigh meet on the south side. It's officially in Raleigh. It's off Avon Ferry Road. It's a 2.8 mile trail around the lake, mostly in the shade, although when you walk over the dam, obviously there's no trees at the dam. And we haven't been there in a while. Parking at this park is not great if you like to park your vehicle away from other people. Well, we're going to park in the farther away lot. It's just a gravel lot. Jules isn't detailed right now, so that should be fine. And, you know, do something a little different today. Go around the lake. We have been here before, just not super recent history. So this is the Manor Ridge neighborhood off of 401, and it says this is where Jules told us to go for a cut over to Lake Wheeler Road as the shortest route this morning. So we're checking it out. We're listening to the car, even though this is not the way we would have come. So I guess she's just saying it's faster this morning as a cut over to Lake Wheeler. And also good for me to know. One of these cut overs right here within a quarter mile, it's just a neighborhood street and it doesn't go anywhere. And I think I got on that one time, desperate to get around a traffic accident, and it probably taught me not to do these little roads. But this one does look like it goes all the way across. So we actually parked at a location I haven't been at before. I knew there were 2 parking lots. I guess there's 3. But you can see this is actually the lake, and we're at the dam side. I'm used to parking way on the other side over here, but this will be fine. The spaces here are reasonably wide, and the Honda's done a nice job parking, so that let us go a little bit closer on that side. So this hooks up with the Capital Area Greenway and the Walnut Creek Trail, although we're just going to get on the trail that goes around Lake Johnson today. But the Capital Area Greenway is quite extensive. There's parking along the street over there too. There's the lake. We're gonna walk the way feels normal to walk. Go here to the shade. This will get us to where the boathouse is and stuff first. We're sort of really near the end of the trail, start of the trail. So we're just south of the NC State campus here. There's a lot of apartment housing, townhome living. We've had several groups of people pass us walking already. But we're pretty close to the university here. It's a nice asphalt paved wide trail. I remember some spots on the other side though where the tree roots have made the trail pretty bumpy. Don brought water in this morning since it's already in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's a nice footbridge on the other side of the boathouse area. We'll get a good view from the lake there. Nice garden on the trail here. Obviously mostly shade-loving plants, but still. So there's a neighborhood over there on the back side that butts up to the lake. Oh wow, that's pretty. Yeah, we've walked around it before, and we've also been out on paddle boats and canoes here.
Same one that does the work out on the highway.
Yeah, I was asking Don if this was a 13-foot lane or what, because it's really wide, and I have to say there's so many people out here passing that it's really good that it's this wide. They need this here. The volume on this particular trail is probably the most we've seen. Not that it's really impacting our walk any. It's making me think of Delta some. Yeah, there's a lot of people out here. A lot of people, several people wide. The width of this lane is good. And there's our pretty lake view. On the other side, there is a spot that's farther away from the water where we won't see the water quite as much, but this is just how I like it right here. Flat and a view of the water through the trees. There's lots of benches at this park. If you needed to sit down and rest for a bit, it would be no problem. No bank fishing, no swimming. I think you're allowed to fish on the bridge over there. And that's probably the only place here you're allowed to fish. We'll be walking past people with their fishing poles when we get on the bridge. We're coming up on the park office where they rent the canoes and such. That's the parking lot that we were trying to avoid. It's really narrow and it's always packed, absolutely packed. Because if you come just to use the bathroom or sit on the deck over here or rent a boat, why would you want to walk farther than, you know, the little bit that you have to walk here? So that one just stays really busy. A lot of times you come in there and you look and there aren't any spaces available anyway during high demand times. I would try to talk Non into canoeing more, but it's just the times of the year I want to go, they say the water's too cold. And this time of year it's just too hot baking out there in the sun for us. Plus it's really not that great for my back. I was just telling Don after the last treatment at the chiropractor, PEMF treatment, I've had virtually no pain this week in my lower back. Much improved. Yep, nice landscaping. Yep, and here's the, like I said, huh? It's actually Vinca. Out here they want you to come review the Greenway plan, Donnie. Draft Greenway master plan for your review. Don's always leaving feedback for people. That's kind of his thing. You need to scan the QR code so you can do that later. Yeah. All right, here's the bridge. Here's the people fishing. Here's a little bit of sun for a minute. Oh, minus the heat and the sun, which is a lot of it. I would definitely love to be out there on the water. The deck and the dock is a little bit smaller than Bass Lake or Lake Wheeler, but That's good size still. Yeah, I think the last time we were out here with the paddle boats or the canoes, Don had one of the boys and I had the other boy. And we actually went under the bridge and then under the little bridge over here under the road to the little bit of the lake that spills over to the other side over there. It was kind of cool ducking to go under this bridge over here. It doesn't go super far on the other side, but there is a little bit of water over there. All right, we're back in the shade. This is also the hillier side of the park. Not too hilly though. I would like to something the way a bird sings. I would like to point the way a bird sings. The trail's up there, but somebody said there's a wasp nest that's pretty active right now. Somebody must have stirred it up. This is the parking lot I thought we were going to park at. This is the one that I call the secondary or backup parking. But you can come in on this side and go out the other side and pick up the trail. So that's what we're going to do. See if that gets us around the wasp nest. Because, you know, surely I don't need to get stung. There were spots here if we'd really wanted to park here. And this is an alternate place to park. We'll keep in mind for next time.
So I guess technically on weekends you could flow into Athens.
Park at the high school, yeah. Okay. Oh, Joy! We got 30 steps. I can't wait. Are you going to run up it on me? I got something in my shoe, I think. It doesn't feel good. That's why I stopped for a minute. Need to check it out at the top of the
Lake
trail, shelter for restrooms, or the scenic overlook, Donnie. Let's go there. Technically, I think we have to come back out. We'll see. Yeah, it felt like I had an ant or something biting my ankle, but whatever happened, it didn't get any worse, so hopefully not. Well, the scenic overview look better be worth it after coming off the main trail this far to get to it, right? Hey, Donnie. Yeah, it's a good thing we're in the shade. I don't think we wouldn't be doing very good if we were in the sun.
Yeah. It's kind of toasty today.
Yep, we got 3 days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, before the weather breaks due to Ida. And we have a 70% chance of rain and 10 degrees cooler at least on Wednesday. We'll take it. We'd prefer it not to come from a hurricane, but that impacts another part of the country. We shouldn't have too much impact here, I don't think. Not unless they change their predictions. Well, I haven't seen too much scenic overlook yet.
We're not there yet.
Okay. And we still aren't sure if we have to go back out the way we came or back out here or where we have to go, but guess we'll figure that out. Now here's the overlook. There's a picnic table. And I guess since it's pretty natural over here, may have been a great overlook at one time, and now it's just sort of ho-hum.
Yeah, they probably need to trim some trees.
Yeah, I don't think you can see much from here. This is not the overlook we were looking for. All right, this is the overlook. You can't see too much. There is a trail that goes down to the water, but no, we won't do that trail. All right. We can say we did it. And next time I won't have to deviate off the main trail. I guess this here is a path too, and that looks maybe like people, that one looks a little safer, I guess was what I was going to say. Yeah, let's try this one.
We're going to try this.
Well, we need some more uneven ground, although the trail on this side is not as wide as the other side and has more tree roots and has more slope and, you know, all that good stuff. I just hope this one comes out on the other side, goes up on the other side and picks up the trail. We'll find out. I like to be adventurous on my trail walking, just like in the Tesla. It'll sort itself out. Yeah, lots of tree roots. I think we've established I'm not overly concerned about snakes. Just watch your feet so you don't step on them. Oh.
Well, I have taken my girl, this pretty little thing, somewhere she's never been before. She's not been down on this trail. We come down that, up there is that picnic table. And here we are down here at the trail. And we're just gonna keep going until it stops. Or whatever happens, happens.
Or we go back up.
That's right.
We just came up from down there. The lake is in front of us. We haven't seen a cutoff back to the main trail yet. Surely we're gonna end back up on the main trail, but we really don't know where we're going right now, except for, obviously, we're walking around the lake. And yeah, there's a ton of poison ivy. I mean, a ton. But it's not on the trail, so as long as I stay in the middle, we're good. Oh wow, that's pretty. Yep. Only a few pieces of trash down here. I'm really digging the lack of people
on this section.
Yep, although we are hearing a lot of car noise from, we're really close to 440 here. I-40, 440, the southern side of the inner belt line, as they call it. 540 is the outer belt line, our turnpike, and around downtown is the inner belt line, or 440. Probably can do it in Google Maps too, but I went back into Pokemon Go and it shows the trail we're on and it shows the other trail. So that's quite helpful. They don't appear to meet. However, there is a spot where they're super close and you know people have cut through there. So we'll go with that. And like I said, I can follow on my phone, so that's way cool. Oh boy, you know what that means, Donnie?
What's that?
If you go down, you gotta come back up.
That's right.
That's pretty significant down. The tree roots are actually helpful for keeping your spot. Propelling you up and stopping you going down, they're actually quite helpful. It's just kind of like Raven Rock's trail, which we'll be going to this fall as soon as the leaves start to turn. That trail is also a little bit over a 3-mile loop. Although not as much. There's no lake there. There's the Cape Fear River, so you kind of have to walk to the river and then walk back from the river in a loop with a good scenic overlook. You may not be able to see it on video, but you can still see the lake in that direction. And here's a little creek crossing. He's fine. I'm the one with a little bit of balance issues, but you know, my balance is much better since we've been walking.
That's right.
I think I can do this no problem.
Yeah, the rocks really were steady.
Okay.
It might be slippery.
Right.
They were steady. There you go.
Yep. So y'all enjoying being on the woodland trail with us this morning. This is what Yates Mill is out back behind that, off the far back boardwalk is a lot like this too. Thick woods, and I've been lucky so far, if not, other than whatever's funky in my shoe, my heel. I don't have any mosquito bites. Oh, so there's the trail. It's right there. If we go here, we're at the trail. We can continue, but the trail is that way.
Okay, I see the trail.
Wow, we've never been down here before. Highly recommend, if your health is good enough to come on this trail, that you do it. Because otherwise you wouldn't see this beauty. You would be missing this. Well, back behind my house in Willow Spring, if you'll remember, the creek flowed and we had some really large rock formations, and multiple times a year I would go back there with the neighbors. He's gonna get me a picture. I'm not following you, I'm just gonna get your picture. Hi! I'm so happy with you today.
With me?
Yeah. I told, he goes, where you want to go today? And I looked at him like, I'm afraid to tell you. You done good, Donnie. I told him either Yates Mill or here, and he said, well, we haven't been here in a long time, so let's do here. And that view is all worth it to me. I may have sweat dripping down my face, but that view was worth it. For sure.
Had to bring me out here, right on the steepest part of this hill, couldn't we?
Oh, God.
Over there, it's a lot.
Maybe we should have stayed down there. If I knew for sure where it came out again. This is pretty steep.
Yeah.
Not liking this part.
Yeah, here, let me help you, sweetie, up this hill. Down and up, down and up.
Yeah. I said this side was hillier than the other side. 2. Does that mean we're at mile marker 2?
Yeah, I think that's what that means.
Maybe. Don says to rest assured that the little walk along the creek lengthened our walk and did not short it today. Like we're on the golf course.
Well, that one, as far as, it wasn't as long. It was still kind of long because it ain't over yet. But it's every bit as steep as the one on the golf course.
This other couple, and they were older too, they went past me like I wasn't even moving.
Oh, that's not good. We were moving.
Don says it's predictable that this side of the trail has a lot less people on it. Well, all the housing's on the other side. And then, if you're out for a stroll, why would you want to do that hill?
Yeah, that was a real hill. There's no doubt.
That was a real,
came up on that hill.
a real hill. Oh God, there's another one.
Oh yeah, well, this is baby hill compared to that.
I don't know. I did drink some of that water. I don't need it right now, but I did have some of that water Don's carrying around. That was good today.
Yeah, well, it's just so warm.
Yeah, normally for an hour we don't carry water, but it's also not normally going into the 90s, so yeah. And we knew there was nothing out here for a long way. If I were going to do something at this park, I would add a restroom facility halfway around. It really needs it. A water fountain and a bathroom facility. They recently did a controlled burn here, and you can see the charred tree in the background. Well, I'm all for that if it gets rid of poison ivy.
Well, it reduces the fire danger.
Yeah. So at IBM, I always wanted to take the elevator. Always wanted to take the elevator. And Don was always trying to get me to take the stairs. And silly girl that I was. I wasn't realizing that he liked the view when I was in front of him on the stairs. So all those years I never gave him that because I was like, I've never been a stair person, and I've never been a run person, which is not to say that I'm not an active person, but like my whole life has been that way. And yeah, sorry for all those years I refused to take the stairs in front of you. You'll just have to take me like to Cape Hatteras Lighthouse or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, which way do we go now? That's the scenic loop coming out.
Yeah.
And the lake trail goes this way. All right, so that would have been totally fine to take. I don't know how exactly scenic it was. Like I said, when they built the park, it was probably pretty scenic. The Pokemon Go map does show that the trail is still down there by the water. You can see
a little bare spot down
yeah. So we could have stayed down there. I think we did good though. Although I don't know, that one hill or two, if we'd stayed down there, I think we could have bypassed that hill. So next time, it looks like it comes out by the dam, which is what you expect since they're only going to let people walk on top of the dam and not down near the water. Well, it was just those 2 steep hills. I'm nicely recovered now walking on this more or less flat, straight trail. Although there is enough uneven here that your brain is still working on balance, I think. We're back closer to the water on the trail here, and the dam is just the other side of this little dip down and back up where the bikes are. There's no way I'd be biking over here without a Citrix Assist bike. It's not happening. The hills here are significant enough, that's not happening. Yeah, there are quite a few benches here where you can just sit and rest a while. There's enough of a breeze today. I guess that's why we've not had problems with bugs. This must be the Walnut Creek Trail. Although it's not marked as such, but straight ahead is the dam. our time is not going to be good today, but really it's just because I guess we were slowed down where the footing wasn't great and the trail was narrow. And then maybe the 2 hills, but just enjoying ourselves. All right, here's the dam. This one's not too serious. High. Yeah, not too serious. Just maybe, I guess, this one spot here, kind of like the North Lake, South Lake Dam. So yeah, you can see the bridge down there, metal bridge, and that's got to be, I'm guessing, Walnut Creek. Either that or it's just going back into a neighborhood. People out on the water. Wow, there's not a lot of spill today at all.
Well, it hasn't rained in
several days, and it is August.
You can tell that because the trail you were walking on, it was dry.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. There's where we just came from. And the parking lot's pretty much on the other side of the dam. So we're getting close now. And I'm feeling good after I really exerted hard, 165 heartbeat coming up those 2 hills. I recovered quick, and I actually I feel that euphoria now, I guess, that energy, that charged up feeling that Don says he never gets. It's gonna feel good to sit in the car. Don't let me kid you.
Makes you want to go find the love seat YouTube video.
Well, I think if you're lucky, you're gonna get that, and you're gonna get bacon and eggs.
Oh, wow, that sounds wonderful.
We sort of started eating bacon and eggs on the weekend, two meals, and do the other 5 days. Don's doing 1 meal a day still because it works good for him. And
yeah, well, if I would have staying under 170, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Don's just trying to stay around 170. I should be happy to tell you and embarrassed to tell you at the same time that I'm almost down to Don's weight. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I saw a new number this morning. It puts me almost, it puts it within reach.
Yeah, well, she's going to be blowing by me in no time.
Yeah, well, it's been a nice, slow, 3, maybe 4 pounds a month, something like that. Not super fast, but I tried on a pair of pants yesterday because we had forgotten to do laundry, so I had to pick alternate clothes to wear on our walk. And even though I hadn't lost but maybe 2 more pounds, the pants were a lot looser. So like Dr. Barry and a bunch of the other people out there say, your body shape changes for the better whether you lose the weight or not. And that could be partially, muscles in my arms and my legs building while, fat's decreasing. So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I just hit 8,200 steps and 3 miles. So I'm very pleased. I will not have to do anything extra to try to get enough steps today. Yesterday I was short on hours standing again. Yeah. It's because we took that darned long nap in the middle of the afternoon, and I don't normally get up a lot between 8 and midnight, maybe one time. So having to get up more than, that doesn't normally happen anyway. I missed my standing hours yesterday. But the rejuvenating nap was probably really worth it. That's the one thing Don is never going to complain. I'm never going to complain about, hey, let's go walk a couple miles. And Don's never going to complain about, hey, let's take a nap for a couple hours. Don never stays asleep for a couple hours, but if I fall out, I do. It's hard to get me to fall out, but when I fall out, I'm out. All right, back down to the parking lot. Yeah, like I said, if they would just add restroom and a water fountain here by the dam somewhere, this park would be perfect. Well, after I found out today, we don't have to stay on the asphalt the whole way.
Well, they said there was a restroom.
Okay.
Restroom.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was just pointing back to the park center, but
back all the way around.
All the way around is the one restroom. Yeah. 1.5 miles ahead, there's a bathroom. Yeah. Well, now that we got this nice trail down in the woods, I'll be very keen to come back again sooner than later. This is a great, slightly longer weekend walk. There's Jules. Yeah, I'd be petrified if Ruby was parked here, but you know. I'm sure it's fine. She's on. Her climate's on. It's gonna feel so cool.
Okay. 8,009 steps, 3.5 miles, 419 calories, 82 move minutes, 24 minutes, 10 seconds per mile average. So, you know, we poked around, but there's the map.
The map of the lake. Will take a screenshot of that for me.
Sure.
Yeah, I reviewed the 2 Century reports and everything was all good. Everybody was nice and careful.
Yeah, see, they were nowhere close to us.
Yeah, yeah, you can tell.
Well, I guess we can put this up there. There we go. See how much room? See, there's Jules, and the door wouldn't even come close to reaching.
Yep, all's good. So this is where the alternate parking is. Jaguar Park Drive, the Thomas C. something Woodland Center. It's right here at the end of the Athens Drive High School. So we're just checking it out in case we come back one day. So we'll have it scoped out where the alternate parking is for walking the trail.
Exactly.
Still don't see the actual Woodland Center though. I was thinking maybe it was still farther that way.
Okay, well we can go that way.
And I'm sure there's a thing that connects the back of the football field over here with one of the trails, just like the Willow Spring High School is connected up to the Fuquay Greenway Trail.
Well, this thing's trying to take
Yeah, still taking us back to the Woodland Center, I think. Tennis courts over here, okay. Maybe that building to our left over there. If I can get back out here on the... I think they're adding sidewalks there. A little more sidewalks. That's a good thing. Yep, here it is. Thomas C. Crowder Woodland Center and Lake Johnson Pool. You learn something new about your town every day. So the Woodland Center's here to the right.
Oh,
Parking.
Yeah, plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking over here. And let me look in Pokemon Go because it'll show us how close we are to the water or to the trail.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it's not what I would call super close though. Just saying. And there is plenty of parking over here.
Yeah, but there was supposed to be a trail here.
Right.
There's a fitness trail. There's one of those trails where they put the apparatus, you know, the monkey bars and stuff along. It's a fitness loop thing.
Yeah. And there's the pool. Well, I did not know there was a Lake Johnson pool. That's all news to me. Well, here's a trail sign. Lake Johnson Waterfront Center is to the right. Walnut Creek Trail to the right. Neuse River Trail 16 miles to the right. So, yeah, I mean, obviously you can pick up the trail here. All right, we know how to get to Lake Johnson from the Crowder Woodland Center. We picked up a map and talked to the guy inside the little center and we're set.
Right, well, if you come over and if your goal is to do some exercise, if your goal is to come spend as little time as possible, then this is not where you would want to park. But if you don't mind, well, what's the difference between 3.5 miles and, you know, 4, you know, then park over here, because this fall when the trees and it's pretty and it's cool and all these things are happening,
yep,
there's no parking over there at Lake Johnson.
That's right.
There's no parking.
Yep, if it was almost full and it's currently 89 out there, think about fall leaves and pretty weather. The way we came out over there, Jules took us down US 1 to Highway 55, so we're basically making a big circle again today instead of going back down 401, which works for us.
Yep.
Hi, Model 3. Do please plug her in.
Yeah, 54 miles.
You know that once or twice a week, whether you need to or not. Today you need to.
Yeah, I hear you.
We've got bacon made for the week. This is what's left after breakfast. We both have full tummies. And before I work on my Lego project, I think I feel a Sunday afternoon nap coming on.
Hi, Marty. Was Striper laying by you?
Yeah, every time I come out here I get swarmed by mosquitoes. I'm hoping when the weather breaks a little bit on Wednesday, I'll get to spend a little time with these guys. I'm missing them, but I just can't get 10 or 15 mosquito bites. And I'll stay for a couple minutes till I get swarmed. Because I miss you guys. I do, I miss you. Thank you for being by the back door and being good kitties. That was a good nap.
Yeah.
And we got a little time before dinner. I'm working on my Lego stuff, and the Nest Protect I ordered yesterday, that was supposed to, or Friday, that was supposed to come Monday. It came today.
Yeah, well, you gotta say, you know, Amazon's one of those few things that actually over-deliver.
I mean, we've had a couple things here in the last month that were delayed a day or two, but it's pretty, and they're very communicative about it. At least you know where your stuff is, even if it isn't on time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hook this up in the garage, and they said that they had to be, it matches this one.
Yeah.
Right up there. So it says they use weave as the protocol, and they need to be 50 feet from each other, and we're probably short on the 50 feet. So when we tell you at the end of the day they're not talking and we've ordered a third one, we're not going to be super surprised.
Yeah.
But let's hope. I don't mean to be cup half empty there.
Well, we'll get notifications irrelevant, but the difference is if the weave thing will work, then if the smoke alarm goes off, is about to sound, there's smoke in the
garage will come out of the one in here, and that'll wake us up at night.
That's right. Versus, you know, the notification to the phone.
Which I'll be asleep.
Yeah.
I do sleep a few hours a night.
Right. Exactly.
So it's got a template for you to make it easy to install?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't say Ring on Video, right? I did say Nest Protect, which is Google now.
Yeah.
I handed Don my phone to install it, and I handed it to him with the Ring app.
Right. Well,
it's not Ring, it's Nest.
There's a micro USB port on it.
Huh.
On the back.
Well, this one ended up here because Don had a speaker wire there.
Actually, it was a motion detector.
For the security alarm. Yeah, there was a white plate there, and it wasn't in use. And that's how that one ended up in that spot.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, why not? And it's a good location.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do like this one because when it's not an extreme emergency, you have a chance to silence it before the jarring noise. You know, because most of the time the smoke detector in the house is because of smoke in the kitchen. Right. And you don't really need to extinguish anything. You just need to turn fans on and air the house out.
That's right.
Yeah, we're able to save our ears.
Yep. Do you see my glasses?
You been cool enough over here? Oh, Big Yawn, did you have your afternoon nap too? Hey, buddy.
Is this the spot?
Yeah, well, I figured if we want to try to get it within 50 feet of the other place.
Yeah.
It's either here or over there.
Okay.
And I was scared that the vibrations from this door opening and closing all the time probably wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it over here. Of course, had I known when I would put this is the Wi-Fi.
Right, you wouldn't have done it perfectly centered.
I would have done it perfectly centered. I would have done it, you know, but that's okay.
You got a little spray on the Wi-Fi thing, so do wipe that also now. There you go, perfect. Minor problem.
Yeah.
We can name it a custom, there's no garage.
Spoken garage.
Well, there's no garage choice, so you can select custom, and in the app it'll be garage. But then when it speaks it, like there is smoke in the garage, it won't say garage, so we had to pick basement. Because we don't have a basement. We have a crawl space, but we don't have a basement.
Right.
So how could they leave out garage as a possible place people might want to put?
Never happen in the garage. I know for a fact that none of those cars that caught on fire in the garage lately, I mean those electric cars, none of them were in the garage and burned down people's houses, right? That's what all the people in the news media said.
Yeah, I don't know. Come on, Google. I really think
this is
stupid. I mean, did we really install this at people's homes and get feedback and
Yeah, no garage.
No garage. So we'll see garage in the app, but if there's ever, hopefully we'll never hear it.
Yes, we don't
We'll hear basement.
Yes, that's right.
She can't speak custom names. I mean, because garage is such a fancy word.
Yeah, I mean, that's just those are lithium batteries.
Yeah, ultimate lithium from
Yeah.
Energizer.
Yeah, that's why they last so long. Well, there it is. It's all installed and tested. I have no idea what Wi-Fi it's on. I think it's on the one in the house. I don't know if the 50 feet, we're trying to figure that out, but the physical installation on this thing takes like 2 minutes. I mean, to sit on the couch and do the configuration with the app, but the actual, 4 screws, and they're kind of grippy into the drywall, and it's pretty light. You rotate it and get it square, and it's rotated about 90 degrees. So when you put it in there, it rotates about another 90 degrees. And like I said, I'm very happy with the physical installation. It was very straightforward. I just wish it was...
Testing smoke.
Yeah, so she kicked off a test from inside the house.
Testing carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and as you would expect, it's loud. I don't know what that means. I'm blue over you. Isn't that what that's all about? I think it's doing the test on the one in the inside of the house. That's what it did when we had both of them in the house. We were sitting on the love seat, configuring and testing. While one of them was going, they both spun blue. Alright, so it looks pretty happy now. Way cool.
Huh? Poor kitten, she got bit. She was just working on her Legos indoors. She hasn't been outside like an hour and a half.
2 ant bites on the back of my thigh, just sitting over there, and I'm like, oh God, I'm getting bit. I am not in a good mood.
Yeah.
I'm not in a good
No,
mood.
she's not. She does. I mean,
The back of my leg is swelling
that
up.
big old red well already. Just sitting there.
Well, we didn't see him.
No.
So the problem is I'm scared he's going to come get me some more. I guess I'm supposed to go cook dinner now. But I did get a lot built on the walls today. I got the casings around these windows in the front. The last thing I did, and I'm 3 bricks short. I'm going to have to order before I can finish these windows, and I got a lot I can do, but I'm not going to be able to build up that back wall until I get 3 more of this one particular part. So, yeah, but it's coming along good, except for I got bit by an ant just sitting there. I forgot to take a picture of your hamburger.
Oh, it was too good. I couldn't wait.
Yeah, I was a little late starting dinner. Johnny's got an essay, his first college essay due tomorrow, and it was well worth spending some time with him, but it put me behind a little bit. But it's after 8, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of the files for today and get started on the video. So hopefully I'm not up working on it in the middle of the night, since I've got caught up a little bit on my sleep this weekend. Just a little.
I understand. I love you.
I love you too.